Hello and welcome. This is Ghost Dimension Flying Solo.
Coming up on Ghost Dimension.
That radio is damning. And that just said hi. Because every time I leave this room, which I'll do again now, meters go off. That's just gone up to 666. No way.
Ghost Dimension.
On this episode, I have brought you to an unusual location where you get to star in your own horror movie. This is Moviescape Rooms in Stockport. Situated in Welcome Mill is this purpose-built horror attraction, which comprises of a haunted house and a set straight out of the Saw films. The sets are designed to be as authentic and as frightening as possible, to test the nerves of the players to the max, just like ours are on Ghost Dimension on every investigation. But here's the twist. This whole setup is inside Welcome Mill, which was built in the early 20th century for the production of cotton. Although it was a latecomer to the industry and the environment would not be as harsh as the earlier mills, there were still accidents and deaths that happened in this very mill due to the hazardous machinery that was used here. So it comes as no surprise that there are reports of paranormal activity here, and since the arrival of Moviescape, the activity levels have increased. Staff have reported the sound of people running when no one is in the area, as well as the sound of children's laughter. Cold spots and dark shadows have also been experienced. Now, what's even more interesting is the owners of this attraction have actually acquired some haunted items that they use in these horror rooms. They've acquired the Bible that was used in the Amityville haunting, and also a radiogram that was used in the Enfield poltergeist case. Now, if that's not going to scare me to death tonight, I don't know what is. But what I can tell you is that those items appear to have attracted a high volume of paranormal activity to this location. Although the sets are designed to scare, we know there is genuine paranormal activity here because this is what we do. Aaron, welcome to Ghost Dimension Flying Solo. This is a fantastic attraction, and I can believe a lot of people get scared here and they come here and there's mysteries. What actually happens when people book to come?
Well, what we do is we put people inside a room for an hour, and using logic and skill and puzzle solving, you break out and escape from the fear that is the threat of Crowley Manor.
Wow. And these rooms are dressed up to scare?
Yes, we certainly go down the haunted route because it adds that extra threat, but being from the film industry, we also added the element of sourcing official, real haunted, cursed artefacts, which add to the whole immersion.
Like the Bible?
The Bible is something we don't play with anymore.
Why? Tell us about it.
The Bible, being in the film industry, we know from the background that what you do is you'll try and get haunted artefacts to make people act a certain way. This is very famous on the film The Poltergeist, and they filled the set full of things that can freak people out. Unfortunately, it went a bit wrong, and the famous story is a lot of people died.
Yeah.
We decided that we'd do the same thing here at Moviescape, and we sourced as many haunted artefacts as we possibly could to create the element and the tension of the real haunting.
This Bible as well is believed to be something to do with the Salem witches.
Well, we had friends who worked with the people from the Amityville house, and they came over and helped with the filming of Amityville. We got to meet them through that, and somebody in that crew had the Bible there. So it had actually gone from Salem to the Amityville and now to us. So there's no greater link with what could possibly be going wrong famously in a location other than this book.
Oh God.
So the book is famously cursed, and anybody who touches it, interacts with it.
Yeah,
Bad things
and it's the
happen.
original.
It's the original. Yes, this was a priest.
That had it, yeah.
Yeah, and he read it over a lot of Burning Witches, and apparently he wouldn't let his daughters play with any toys. They were only ever allowed to read this Bible.
Yeah.
And later on in their lives, he hung them as witches too. So he'd obviously gone bad, and apparently the book is so cursed in itself that anybody who comes in contact with it...
Get some of themselves.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're in a haunted mill.
Yes.
You know, or potentially a haunted. And not only that, we've got haunted items. So, no wonder stuff is happening here.
We had recently a medium come in, and he was just playing the game. He wasn't asked. We didn't know he was a medium. He was just a customer. Yeah. And as he walked around the room at the various points, he said he felt things from these objects. We didn't tell him anything about the objects. We didn't tell him which are the Chinese replicas and which are the real McCoy. And even when somebody sat in the rocking chair, he would be like, "Don't sit in the rocking chair, I just don't like it, I don't think we should be messing with things like that." That really freaked me out. I thought it was a setup for a long time, but actually when he came out, he just said, you know, you should never welcome certain things in because other things can follow.
God.
The mill itself has got history. It's an old printer's mill, and then a cotton mill later on. A lot of young children were caught up in the machinery.
Yeah.
Famously, there's a young girl that is supposedly still here, and you
Still
hear
haunted.
footsteps, floor 3, the third floor, yes, very famous. And the lift likes to stop on the third floor a lot.
Oh God.
And my dog wouldn't cross the threshold of the third floor, so
Something definitely is here then.
do not spend time there.
Well, do you know what? I think that itself needs an investigation at some point. So maybe
We'd
we'll check
welcome
that
that.
out.
Yeah.
Well, if we take a look now at what happens in the Moviescape when people are here, should we have a look?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Aaron, this chair's got a story to tell as well, I believe.
Yes, the chair we got from Wales, and famously there was an old lady who everybody believed was a witch, and she lived out in a remote forest.
Yeah.
Nobody went near, and if she did, she was quite violent and nasty, and famously cursed children who played. And she actually died, and she was gone quite a long time in that chair.
In this chair?
In that chair before anybody discovered her. We cleaned it.
Yeah.
Obviously we did clean
Yeah,
it, we got
yeah.
it. And a lot of people who play the room claim that it starts to rock, and
God.
it rocks all by itself.
So that could be here.
Yeah, and we have a lot of people who'll sit in it and say, "I'm not sitting in that again." And yeah, that's quite a famous story in itself. It was not a nice thing to go and pick up.
Yeah, I can
But
imagine.
She wasn't there when we picked it up, but even in itself,
But
the
an
house
interesting
was...
item.
Yes, and there was a lot of things in the house that just didn't make a lot of sense. So
And I believe that this radio is from the Enfield poltergeist.
Enfield haunting, the most famous documented haunting
Yeah.
of all time. And while she was upstairs sleeping and the team were downstairs recording, they used to claim that Bill would be heard coming from this actual music box.
Jesus.
So it's very famous. It's certainly one of our higher artifacts. People are absolutely besotted with it. We have certainly heard resistance and
Coming out.
noise, white noise coming from it.
Well, I think that's going to be something that we need to investigate tonight, because that should have maybe some residual energy left from that poltergeistal activity, and it could be causing what's happening here.
Brilliant, I'd love to know.
Yeah, well, do you know what? We'll find out and we'll see. Shall we move on to the saw room?
Yeah.
Let's do it, come on. Aaron, this is the saw room. This is one of the rooms where people can come in and feel like they're in a Saw movie.
Absolutely, the Saw movie is an escape room.
It is.
In its essence, and because it's threatening, and the mill and the whole atmosphere that goes with it was a no-brainer to put that in here.
Yep.
And give people the experience of being in that film under threat, surrounded by things that make you feel uneasy.
Yeah, it has a different feeling here, because in that room that we were in before with the haunted objects, it feels more oppressive in there. In here though, it feels haunted, but feels a lot stranger.
It's certainly more clinical.
Yeah.
And we have put real medical equipment in here from various hospitals, from Sheffield to Manchester.
Yeah.
And those give energy, but they're not as oppressive as the artefacts we've got in other rooms.
But the energy of, if there's somebody attached to any of the items that maybe are in here, they'll still come through. And also the spirits, they won't just stay in one room, so they'll come through this entire mill, this building as well. And I feel like in here, it'll be a good area to do an investigation as well. Maybe myself or Paul could investigate here and see if while the other one's in there and one's in here, maybe we could get something to happen.
Brilliant.
Well, I think I'm going to get ready. I'm going to start the investigation, and let's see if anything comes out tonight on Ghost Dimension.
Look forward to it.
Come on then. Paul, Moviescape, the haunted rooms, well, the action-packed rooms and the scare rooms, should we say. This is, for me, a first to investigate a location like this.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect tonight. What I do know is with these items that are in here, I think some may be attached to one of these items. I think it's going to physically join us on our investigation in the haunted room. And in this room, it feels weird. And I'm sure tonight when we do our investigation, we should be able to conjure some spirits to interact with us. And maybe, just maybe, something special might happen tonight, Paul.
Yeah. The thing with this place is we're in a mill that has had accidents because it was a cotton mill, so we've got children having accidents, getting caught up in machinery and what have you. But what's more intriguing and fascinating for me is we have objects in here that have directly been linked to haunted locations.
Yeah.
The Enfield poltergeist, we've got the radiogram, and that's documented. And we've got a Bible that is several hundred years old, goes back to the Salem witch trials and was present at the Amityville haunting. So straight away we've got two objects there that could have attachments.
Yeah.
We could experience stuff that's got nothing to do with the mill.
And it could all just be the item.
Yeah.
I don't really want to interfere or touch the Bible.
No.
Not because of any religious reason, purely because I've heard the stories now. Anybody that interferes or touches that Bible,
Yeah.
something nasty happens.
Yeah.
I know we like that sort of stuff to happen, but I don't want anything to happen to any of us tonight. I want to make sure we're safe. But you know what? We'll also have to investigate it.
Oh God, yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna
I
have to
mean,
do
I'm
something.
not a superstitious person, but when you hear about the stories that could possibly be linked, why push it?
Why
You know,
risk it?
No, I want to be here for another few investigations, you know. So we'll have a look at it. We'll see if we can pick anything up with any of the devices we've got. But I'm quite happy to just leave it locked behind that glass case.
So am I, Paul, because the last thing we need, like I just said, is anything horrible.
Absolutely. Who wants bad luck?
Who wants bad luck? Well, there's so much to investigate here. There's not only these rooms, there's more rooms at the back.
Yeah.
They're not rooms like this,
Yeah.
but it's more of the mill.
Yeah.
And I think we should investigate that as well.
Yeah, we're looking at a couple of rooms that are set for purpose for the business that's here, but the mill goes further on. There's rooms that are still under construction for other things that they've got planned. We need to go as far in as possible. There's so much to do. Yeah, we can't not. We've got to spread out as much as we can and get as much covered as we can.
You know what, Paul? Should we get started
Yes.
with our investigation?
Let's crack on.
Let's do it. Come on. Let's see what happens as Ghost Dimension flying solo steps into Moviescape. Okay, so
I've now come into the haunted house. It already feels strange in here, it's oppressive. I've got a lock-off camera over there. I've got some gadgets in this room with me as well. It feels oppressive, as I was saying. Over on the chair, which is the chair that's alleged to rock, I've actually got a REM pod. Over here, I've got another REM pod on top of the radio. I've also got, I don't know if you can hear that, some white noise playing out of this. And on this piano here, I've also got a device which detects ions in the air, and if it changes colour to red, if it's like a negative ion, or green if it's a positive ion. Now, it's one creepy room. It's, you know, it looks apart, it feels apart, and I believe it's gonna be a fantastic room. One more thing I've got this, and there was a tap as I'm talking to you on the wall. I've got this is the singing bowl. This will draw up energy in. Oh, and that was on the radio from the Enfield poltergeist. Look. Okay, so I'm now in what's called a autopsy room, and looks like there's been a bloodbath in here. I've got 2 RAMs out. Now I just started to get ready to start recording, and that one started to go off. And the one by the other door has beeped a couple of times as well. Like that. So I'm getting a feeling they were ready to start before I was. So there's this one here. I've also got the EDI meter over there. I've brought the Ovilus in. We'll give that a go in a few minutes. But can you step away from this one, please? I need you to move away from that so that I can talk to you. You see, right now I'm on a concrete floor. Just listen. That's concrete. So there's nothing coming up through that floor that should be setting that off. Nor the one over there, because the whole floor's concrete. So unless there's something on the other side of that door, and that door's locked, I can't get into it. That's me now that's setting that off, just showing you that it's the door's locked. Thank you. I'm going to use this singing bowl to drum up some energy in this room. It's believed that the singing bowl can increase the vibration of... There is something shuffling then. Vibrational energy in the atmosphere. I mean, this is a haunted room. And it's haunted. It's a set. But it's haunted as well. This is weird. What the hell's over here? Okay, if you're here with me in this room, make this chair rock, or speak to me through the radio. Hello? Just listening because there was some scratching. There was scratching there. Or was it the clock ticking? Sure, I heard it. Can you come and set one of these meters I've got off in this room? Walk towards this chair, or walk towards the radio and set one of those off. What the hell? I heard that. That was like a knock on this piano. So who's in here now? It's not even giving me a chance to talk, it's just straight off. I'm just going to check the EDI meter out. Right now that's at 66 to 66.2, fluctuating. Come on, move away from that please now, let me talk to you. Move away from it please. I'm going to try the ovilus as well now. Let's see what that says. I'm actually just going to move that REM because I can't talk. Oh, what's going off? I'll move that a little bit further away from the door. I heard that. Talk to me using this device, please. All you need to do is say your name. That sounds like something dragging. Can you let me know who you are? Just going to put the ovilus in this wheelchair just to see if white. Yes, this is a white room. It's made out to be very clinical, like a hospital room. Okay, there's so much going on right now I can't keep up with it. I've got the REM over there that's going off, the REM over there that keeps beeping. That's just said white, and this is supposed to be like a white surgical room. Well, that's stopped now.
No way. Or was it this? No way. One, two, three, four. That was very gentle. Not back again. No way. That's going off. It's tapping on the radio. That radio is tapping. I've got lights in this room. I can see them. If you come in here and you join people and you play games on them, play pranks with them, come and switch these lights off. Turn them all off. Challenge you. What was that? Hello? There's nothing here. Look. It's very bangy in here. Bang, bang, bang. If you join people and you scare them as well as being scared in this room, you're feeding off their energy. Come and scare me. What was that then? Do that again. Come and scare me. That was the door. I'm going to show you. That was this door. I'll open it and show you no one's there. Outside here, bizarrely enough, right, is the Bible in there. Right, is that why we're hearing noises inside of there? I don't know. No way. I heard that in here. That was a weird noise in here.
That was like a in here. Are you in here now with me? We've all got weird symbols on. Can you communicate now? I've been hearing you, I can sense you around. Can you do something big for me? I'm going to do this singing bowl again. I want you to do something big for me. Bang, bang, and bang. I'm going to do it again, and I think it might happen again. Atmosphere's changed, and I feel like I'm not alone now.
Come on, tell me something else, make a noise. You see these lockers here? Make a noise, knock on those for me. I need it. Okay, don't know where that was, but that was a bang on something. In fact, I think that was on that door. Now that door's got a key pad, which is numbers, and I don't know what that is. And I can't get in there. That was a very loud bang. Let's see if it does it again. Knock again. Jesus. And again. That's fine. If you want to use that to talk to me, I don't mind. What else can you do? Make a noise for me somewhere else. Can you move this wheelchair? So. Now that was very odd. That felt... Holy shit. Now that was the Windows thing starting up. Anybody that's got a computer knows that, but there's no computer in here. There's no computer in here. That's a DVD player. That's a locked case with clues in. So where the hell did that come from? Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, look at that. That's just gone up to 666. Shine a light. What's in here with me? Starting to get a very bad feeling about this. Oh shit. What's in here with me? Tell me who you are. Something's not right. Something is just not right here. That sounded like a growl. Oh.
I do. You know, when you get that sense of something is coming and something's gonna try to scare the shit out of you. That's what I'm feeling now. I just want that chair to move as well. Can you come and move this chair for me? Please, just make it move. On camera. Come on, make it move. Rock it, or sit on it. Set my meter off and rock the chair. quiet, like it's waiting to attack. I'm not sure what to expect now. Are you here with me? Is anyone here with me? Has anybody joined me? There's some books here. Make one of them come off the shelf. Make a book fall. Make... Ooh! That was that door. Just heard something then as well. Like a beep. What the heck? A rem? A rem? Listen. There. If that's you, light that REM pod. Go right towards it and light it. Come on. I heard that. Light this REM pod. When I leave the room, the REM pod goes off. Ooh! Ooh! The door! The door! Look! I don't know. Was that off before? Maybe it was. But something... Jesus Christ, did you hear that? That's got to be outside. I think that's outside. I think that's something outside. Mechanical. Yeah, definitely. Debunked. I mean, this mill's got a lot of people outside working. Oh. Came to it. REM pod again. REM pod. The chair this time. No way. Thank you. Thank you very much. So you're here now, are you? Jesus. Keep it on. Sit down. Just sit down. Sit down. Go on. Make it rock. Go on. Make it rock. Thank you for touching the equipment, but make the chair rock. Stopped. That was freaking good. That was the chair which is haunted. I'm just going to check the other camera, see if anything's on there. That's alleged to move. There's noises now all around. Now this attraction's not being used right now, but it's not stopping anything happening here.
I don't know if you can see that. 666. See if I can. It's too blurred. Taste. T666. Not a number you really want. Okay, I'm just a little bit freaked right now because I don't quite know what I'm dealing with. I've got a REM that keeps going off there. There's nothing in here that can be setting that off naturally. Because if it was a power surge, it would be on all the time. Okay, all the skeptics have a think about it. If it was a power surge, if there was something electrical in here that was setting that off, it would be on all the time. But you watch, it will go off in a moment. There you go. So it's not a power surge, there's something in here that's setting it off. That EDI meter's going crazy now. It's gone from 66.0 to 66.8. The ovilus has said white and taste. That REM is intermittent, but that one keeps going bonkers. And I don't like this. I've heard bangs, what sounded like a growl. And even though there's a bit of light in this room, and I can see okay, I am slightly shitting myself. And that just said hi. Something just said hi through the ovilus. Hello? Are you trying to communicate with me? I appreciate what you're trying to do. By all means, give me a little bit more. I don't mean you any harm. I hope you don't mean me any either. Oh, and another bump. I'm going to knock on something else. Can you follow? Jesus, I heard footsteps behind me. I thought somebody was coming up behind me then. That's that going again. Send. Oh Christ, what are you sending? I'm starting to really freak out now. What the hell's being sent? God, I don't know if you can see. Bloody hairs on my arm are standing on end. I'm getting a... Ooh. Did you hear that? I did. Oh. Okay, that's not gone off that much. As much as it is doing now. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Suffer. The ovilus just said suffer. I'm trying to get me back to a wall here because I don't know what the freaking hell's happening. I want to swear, but I'm trying to keep it composed. I keep expecting someone to jump out of one of these bloody lockers as well. I just don't know where the hell to stand. Who's here? Tell me, give me a name. Tell me something. Don't just tell me I'm going to suffer. You're sending something, someone. Give me something to work with. Tell me your name. Switch that off. Stop that from making a noise. I'm just getting a little bit freaked out right now. The door's only there so I can go anytime I like. But I'm trying to stay the course because I want to see what else is going to happen. I just hope I'm not going to regret it. You've got to wonder, with the stuff that's been brought here, that Bible, there's something come attached with it. And you think, you know, suffer, that's not a good thing. Nobody wants to suffer.
Thank you. That was you that was setting that off then. That was amazing, and thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. But if you could make it move on camera, that would be fantastic. It's like not happening. It's like I'm not moving that because I know as soon as I move it, bang, I'll be in here all night. To the chair. So all the spirit attached to the chair. Maybe it's the person that passed away in the chair. It was their favourite chair. You know, they passed there. Maybe they're returning and like, just go away, Sean. I don't want you to interfere with me. Because every time I leave this room, which I'll do again now, meters go off. Yeah? See? See? Watch.
Sean leaves. Cue the meters. Ready? Sean goes out the room. Meters not gone off. Well, thank you for joining me on this investigation. I really do appreciate it. And it is terrifying, it's a bit scary. But you know what? I really don't mind that you're here.
Oh, Jesus. Come on, show yourself. Tell me who you are. Show yourself to me if you're in this room. Oh, shit. Beware. The ovilus just said beware. Am I pushing it? Am I going too far? Jesus, shine a light almighty. Fucking hell. And that came from the door where I need to get out and I can't. I'm not going near that door. Oh, fucking hell, what am I doing? Oh, I don't know. I think, I can't do this, so I'm going to have a break. But I don't know how the hell to get out of here. That came from that wall.
And I feel drawn to the book, the Bible, outside. I feel like a lot of the activity here, maybe I'm right, you set the meters off of where I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, is because of the Bible that's been brought here. Is anyone here that can speak to me? Anybody? Are you able to speak to me? It's got very cold in here. Is that you change? Whoa, yeah. Thank you. It was you changing the temperature, was it? You've changed the temperature. It has, it's got freezing. And it's, you know, it shouldn't be cold. I thought I heard a voice then. It shouldn't be cold. It's not a cold venue.